Alright, what's up everybody? We're back here again. We are getting into some of the best, yes, the trees I was clearing the other day I thought were going to be the best ones I was going to have out here, but now the farther I get down here, the better they keep continuing to get, which is awesome. I was not really expecting, I wasn't expecting the trees to be this good when I got all the way down here, but they are some of the best. Really, most of these are the best trees I've ever had. For sure the best trees that I've ever cut myself. They're just usually, I talked about this yesterday already, but for those of you who haven't seen the other video the day before this, go check that out. But usually we get, at this property here where I'm getting the logs, I would say up until this point here, the past 2 days that I've been down here clearing or pushing these trees over and everything, we usually average two or two 8-foot logs, excuse me. Everything I do for the sawmill, we cut everything at 8-foot lengths. That's what I sell, so that's what we cut them at. I don't do anything longer. That's just what I do. So we average about a 16-foot usable log out of each tree. So that's pretty average for this area that I was at, or this area here that I'm at. So these ones down here in the bottom are incredible. Swing over here, you guys can see some of these trees. These are some of the real good ones, especially that far pile over there. I should get easy five 8-footers out of these. Easily. They're easily 40-foot long trees, which is, I've cut some before that have been 4 8-footers, and that top log starts to get real small, but these are just incredible. Very, very happy with this so far. This is we've been out here, we just come out and get trees whenever I need the logs and everything like that, so everything else has kind of been a struggle to get through to be worth it, I guess, because fuel is not cheap and time is really not cheap. It just takes a lot of time. So clearing these and then smoothing the ground back out so you don't have a big old mess. Then you gotta get rid of all the stumps, and you gotta get rid of the brush, which isn't, not necessarily, it's not, sitting in the machine isn't hard work. Cutting all the limbs off and everything like that, it definitely wears you out after a while. But anyways, I've been struggling pretty much through the whole job to basically get to this point here. These are going to be the trees that make it all worth it, I guess. Anyways, these are of course the trees, the good trees are in the very, very farthest point of the property you can get to, basically. And of course, yeah, that's just the way it always is. But yeah, we're here now finally, and things are going really good. This machine, I've talked about in the last video. Again, for you that have already seen the last video, I don't want to keep repeating myself all the time, but yep, this is a Kubota 080. I just got it a few months ago here. I'm very, very happy with it. It handles these trees unbelievable. I'm impressed with how well it handles the trees, is all I'm going to say. Don't really have any complaints. Just a few little things, but nothing is ever perfect, so just You guys can't even hardly see the bucket, I'm sorry, but still don't have the best setup here for taking videos and stuff, but I am trying. I think this stuff here, I thoroughly enjoy running machinery, and especially running machinery and dealing with vlogs and everything like that. That's basically, it don't get no better than that for me. I love both of them. So this works out good. And for those of you, the only reason I'm pushing these trees over, because I have a sawmill business, I'm just doing this for the logs. That's all we're doing this for. The only reason we're pushing the trees over is because I don't want to have to deal with the stumps. We are, like you can see, really doesn't take any more time other than to get the tree on the ground. It definitely doesn't take any more time than if I was just using a saw, really. There's probably more time in getting rid of the stumps, like burning them and all that stuff. I mean, it's really not that bad. And it's all said and done. You don't have, no one has to come back in here. Whatever. The stumps are gone. So that is pretty efficient way to go about it. Just do it all in one shot here. Whatnot or down below, get it to roll over, and that bottom side has a bunch of dirt on it again. So try to get as much dirt off as you can while it's here. And it also makes it lighter and easier to handle the tree. Bucket, knock off the branches here. And you can get the top real quick. For 2 days now without pushing trees over for 2 days now without cutting anything. So all up there is all logs. So I'm kind of running a little short on room. I want to get this done hopefully today. My goal is today is to have all of these trees pushed over, and then tomorrow and the rest of the week I just want to be done by the weekend. Today is Monday. sawmill. I ran it a little bit over the weekend. Usually we run it every single day during the week. But if you don't have any logs, it's kind of hard to run it. So you got to get these logs while I'm out here. Bring them back, and then we're going to spend a while. We're probably going to have logs for a while. Hopefully in a month, or hopefully for a month or so. With all this stuff, we got a couple real big orders that are going to use a ton of logs. But got a couple guys that cut for us, cut for me, that help out too. Out running, man. You guys can see that stuff back there, back behind my bucket. I don't know. It's kind of dark, I guess. There we go. You can't see it. But man, these trees back there, holy cow. They are like telephone poles. For cedar trees, it's unreal. Unreal. It's just not very common. I have never seen cedars this consistently this size. Usually here and there, yeah, there's one that's just crazy, but a whole bunch of them is very out of the ordinary here. Anyways, I'm gonna get this tree worked up. I'm gonna shut you guys off for a while, maybe put you outside in a minute, and I'm gonna kind of regroup here. There's a bunch of small stuff I gotta get rid of, get it out of the way, and then I'm gonna organize some of these trees here. I wanted to get this stuff down here in the bottom all situated so I could start putting trees down here. So, alright, well, we'll talk to you a little bit. Thanks for watching. Alright, so kind of getting to the boundaries of where I'm going now. Got this really good tree here. You guys can see that thing's huge. This right here, I'm going to start making a line of cedars from here, and then we're just going to kind of clear straight down and then go down there, I don't know, 50 or 60, 80 yards-ish down straight down that way, and then meet up. You guys can kind of see opening down here. That's where we already cleared. That's where we're getting the trees. So I was down there taking videos earlier. Now I've kind of got to this spot to where I'm going to make a line here, kind of the boundaries, and start from the back here. Start from back here and work my way out so I can start putting these trees in a row again. Because all the other videos I realized I look like a confused mess, just throwing trees in a pile. So normally I don't do that. Normally I only handle the trees once, but when you don't have any room, you kind of got to do what you got to do to make room first, and then get organized about it later. So unfortunately, so I am going to get this last tree here to show you guys this. This is a very large tree. I would say close to, it's not the biggest one I've taken down on here by any means, but I don't know, it's probably 18. It's probably every bit of 20 inches on the stump down here. And there's no room for it to fall all the way over, which makes it a little more difficult. I could rip it right out of there, but I don't want the backside to rip, because usually the roots that come out on the backside, when you roll it out of the hole, those are the ones that rip and they'll splinter up the whole tree. So, taking a little bit of extra time to make sure it's done right is definitely worth it, especially when you're talking about trees of this quality. So there she goes. Beautiful. After I get these trees kind of out, I'm going to try to make some video kind of cutting some of these up with just chainsaws and stuff. I got a new chainsaw I'm trying out, a Stihl 261. It's a Pro Series saw. It's a smaller one. I got a 271, and I really like it for cutting the limbs off the trees, and it's big enough where you can cut the logs. We have a little bitty Stihl 170. I made 2 of those already, and I'm pretty sure that they're both cooked. They're just not really designed for holding up to all this stuff. We don't cut very often, but when we do, it's usually we usually cut quite a. When we do cut, it's usually a good amount, and it's just doesn't like it, unfortunately. 170 is super light though, and works really good when they run. The last one I had for about not even a year and a half. I don't know, I just took it to when I bought the 261, I took it in to get worked on, so see what the deal is. It just doesn't have any power anymore at all. Pretty heavy when they're, I don't know how long these are, 80 feet, 60, 80 feet long tree, with a big old root ball on them. They get pretty heavy. But that's a good problem to have. I'm definitely not complaining about having cedar trees too big. These trees are awesome. I can't say that enough. Super happy. This one had a kind of a weird a weird top. Kind of forked off there. Lost a log there, really, but I might be able to get one out on the other side. And pull it up the hill to the part of here. had my excavator here for just about ever since I've had it. We went to that one other property, and we dug out all them stumps. You guys seen that video or not? But that was the only other thing I really did with this excavator. Was at that job, and it's been here for probably a month. Yes, or I don't remember. It's been a while. We haven't used it. I mean, I didn't work here for probably 2 weeks, and then we worked here. So I've got 111.3 hours on that thing so far, and it's been doing wonderful. There's another little one here. Turn on a little air. It's getting a little toasty in here. This tree is not that good, but I've got to get it out of the way. It's split. This tree's a double. Sorry if things are cutting out. I am still using my foot to hold my phone up against the glass, and it keeps pushing buttons every once in a while. Just don't have a camera or anything real fancy at the moment for taking videos, but we're making it work with what we got right now. Get some more people to watch and start making some better videos. Hopefully, I will be able to get some better stuff. Right now, this is what we got to work with. So that's what we're doing. watching right over here. And then I'm going to go for a little while and then we'll check back in again later, probably. Let me get this one more tree real quick, because it's a pretty big tree. I enjoy watching other people farther we go down the hill, the dirt changes. Down here, this is all, it's like dry clay. It falls off super nice. This is the only spot I've had down here, all these big trees. The dirt has been this easy to get off the stumps. Usually it's real wet, high plastic stuff that just sticks. Not too fun to get off the stumps. It takes forever. This stuff's a lot drier. Really nice to work with. Well, not nice to work with, but it comes off the stump easy. Which is good. Probably gonna end up breaking this freaking thing. These small ones are such a pain. Time kind of breaking all these limbs off is just trying to keeps everything so much more organized. Really, you can stack things when you put them in a row. You can make the row so much tighter. And I have very limited space at the moment, so take a little bit extra time now, and it saves you a lot of time later. Kind of type deal. And you don't have to crawl through all them branches and everything when you're cutting the limbs off with the saws. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably get these trees just about perfect with this. These trees down here, the branches are a lot more like dead branches on them. They break off really nice. Some of the branches on some of the trees, you can't hardly even, they just bend it. I would never be able to break them off. The ones down here, these ones are real good. They break really nice. I don't know if you guys can tell, but what I'm trying to say is trees down here are freaking dandies, and I'm very happy with that. Finally getting into some good ones. Finally stock up the sawmill. Hopefully it'll all be good. I'm just going to be excited to finish up at this property and just work at the sawmill for a little while. Trying to keep up with orders and everything else. I would be happy when I get all these trees off of here. Well, I'm never going to get all the trees off of here, but for now at least, this should do me for a little while. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get this little stuff cleaned up. We got all these little trees to kind of take down and get cleaned up, and then we get into some more bigger stuff down there. But